My little prompt says we are live. We are live with Les. It is going to be a special program tonight. We've got our buddy Nicholas Wilke. It's going to be on with us here in a little bit. We've tested it, and we've got video, and we've got audio. Now, it took me a while to figure out the audio. See, the deal is, and I figured this out from 60 years of living, that electronic devices are best served, and they work their best when they are plugged in. Oh me, oh my. But we got it plugged in, and we heard Nicholas, and we're going to see him here in a bit. It's going to be great. I need you to hit share when you get on. Would you do that? And Nicholas, by the way, you're on my Facebook page, we are on my Facebook page for the show. So feel free, while I'm setting this up, Nicholas, to go onto your Facebook page and share with all of your friends too, buddy. Okay. All right. And feel free, everybody, to text folks. And Nicholas, that's you too. Go ahead and text friends and say, hey, check it out. Live with Les. Going to be on there. We're going to be playing some great Southern gospel music. We're going to be having some memorabilia. And we're going to be talking about all kinds of cool things. I'm going to have you voting on things. I want to have you voting on some stuff. I'm going to have you voting on your favorite bass singers and favorite tenors and favorite leads and favorite baritones and favorite groups and quartets and whatnot. We're just going to have a big old time. But first, let me get a few things out of the way. And Nicholas, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but you're off of the video now. It's dark. All right, let's see. We've got, go to our YouTube channel. You need to subscribe to Live with Les YouTube channel. We're just about 1% of the way into it. And we've already got umpteen gazillions of hours of stuff there if you're a Southern gospel music fan. And so go in and subscribe to the channel there, okay? You can't hear me, Nicholas? Let me see if I got... Hold on. We're going to see if we can talk to Nicholas. Can you hear me now, Nicholas? Talk to me, buddy. I can hear you. Okay. Well, I don't know what happened. Your screen went dark a second ago, Nicholas. You must, or are you on your phone? You can't hear me. Well, I'm stumped. Here, watch this. This is live TV, folks. This is riveting stuff. You don't need to go to TV and watch, cops and robber shows. This is going to be way more exciting. Just watching me fool around here. Let me see here. Nicholas, I'm going to try calling you.
All circuits are busy. Please try your...
Well, that's not good. Let me try this now.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Nicholas. So you can't hear me, huh?
I can't. I hope that it wasn't my fault whenever I went to share.
I think maybe because like right now you're dark. You're, I've had your video up, but now you've grabbed the phone and now it's dark. So I think it probably interrupted stuff. Why don't you log off and try logging on again?
All right, yeah, that there will probably work.
Okay, try that, and then if that doesn't work, I'll probably have to send you another link, and then you'll have to try it again. But go back to that old link and see if it'll come back up.
Okay, brother.
Okay. All right, so we're working on it. All right, so now. YouTube channel. So you're going to do that. Okay. Also go to oldtimepreachersquartet.com. We are going to be in Lynchburg, Virginia, Sunday morning, and Danville, Virginia, Sunday night. Now, if you don't have a home church and you happen to be around that area, please come by and visit with us. If you have a home church, you need to be at that home church. Don't come and visit with us. As much as I'd love for you to, but I want you to be at that home church. But if you're traveling or whatever, or you're in that area and you don't have the home church, then we want you to be a part of that. So that's in Lynchburg Sunday morning, Danville Sunday night. And for all the details, you can go to oldtimepreachersquartet.com. Nicholas, can you hear me now? All right.
I can.
All right. I'm taking you off the screen, though. Hang tight. Hold on. Okay, we got that fixed. Okay, so go check that out on oldtimepreachersquartet.com. Go to our store and buy stuff, CDs and whatnot. My CDs are there. The quartet CDs are there. Also, you can go to butlermusicgroup.com and get yourself a Live with Les coffee mug. Look at there, right there. Live with Les, Southern Gospel Music, Memorabilia, Memories, and Ministry. And it'll help me to do what we do here, okay? And what else do we have? Singing News Fan Awards. You can go vote. I have one of my artists up for, they're in the top 10 now for favorite new artist. And I would love for you to vote for them. They are Heart to Heart. That's Heart, then the number 2, Heart. And go vote for them if you don't mind in the Singing News Fan Awards. For more information, you can go to singingnews.com. Also, the Diamond Awards, the open ballot is up and rolling. You can go to Scoops Magazine. Just go Google Scoops Magazine, and you can that'll take you to their main page. And right there on the main page, it'll say vote for the 2021 Diamond Awards. And here's some of the folks that if you don't have people that you already know that you are going to vote for, let me give you some suggestions if you don't mind. The J.D. Sumner Living Legend Award, I would appreciate it if you would consider Mike Holcomb for that. Mixed Group of the Year, Barry Rowland and Deliverance, Heart to Heart, Heaven's Mountain Band, or the Williamsons. They're all great. Quartet of the Year, Old Time Preachers Quartet, or the Marksman Quartet. Trio of the Year, Barry Rowland and Deliverance, Heart to Heart, or Heaven's Mountain Band. Duet of the Year, Chronicle. Female Vocalist of the Year, Dina Kaiser of Heart to Heart, Deborah Johnson, Heaven's Mountain Band, Lisa Williamson of the Williamsons, Rhonda House of Heart to Heart, Tammy Rowland of Barry Rowland and Deliverance. Male Vocalist, Barry Rowland of Barry Rowland and Deliverance, Darren A. Bear of the Williamsons, great bass singer, David Kaiser of Heart to Heart, Mark Wheeler of the Marksman, Mike Holcomb, Old Time Preachers Quartet, Roger Johnson of Heaven's Mountain Band. Song of the Year, Hallelujah March, Heart to Heart. If This Altar Could Talk, the Williamsons. I Sang Myself Happy, the Old Time Preachers Quartet. And Sing About Going Home, the Marksman. Anthony Berger, Instrumentalist of the Year Award. Adam Borden, great bass player for the Old Time Preachers Quartet. Bo Chesser of the Williamsons. Les Butler, that is me, of the Old Time Preachers Quartet. Mark Wheeler of the Marksmen. Rodney Johnson, Heaven's Mountain Band. Roger Johnson, Heaven's Mountain Band. Dottie Rambo, Songwriter of the Year. Boy, I've got 3 great writers in my company. Lisa Williamson of the Williamsons, Mark Wheeler of the Marksmen, Roger Johnson of Heaven's Mountain Band. Great, 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 great writers. Bluegrass Gospel Song of the Year for A Moment of Grace, Heaven's Mountain Band, or Stack Them Stones by the Marksmen. Male Vocalist of the Year in Bluegrass, Mark Wheeler of the Marksmen, or Roger Johnson of Heaven's Mountain Band. Bluegrass Gospel Female Artist of the Year, Deborah Johnson, Heaven's Mountain Band. Bluegrass Gospel Group of the Year, Heaven's Mountain Band, or Marksman Quartet. Gospel Music Today video DVD. My song, I Like Southern Gospel Style the Best, or Sons of Uncle Sam from Heart to Heart. Good video. Paul Heil Award for Broadcasting in my company. I'm the only one that does it. Vote for me if you like. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we have here. We've got, okay, the May schedule. Check it out there on my Facebook page, and you'll see what's coming up on my Facebook live shows, the May schedule. Hey, the last Saturday of the month, I'm going to have Tim Rabin with me live right here, sitting with me with a guitar, and he's going to sing 3 songs I've asked him to sing live with me right here. I may scrub around on a mandolin or a dobro or something. I don't know what I'll do. But what a great singer, songwriter, musician, and I'm so stoked for that. And we've got some other special things throughout the month of May. So right there on my Facebook page, you'll see it. Just scroll down a little bit. You'll see the May schedule. All right. That is it. So let's see who's on here with us so far. Just a few. It always goes to a few, but then when we finish the show, but this time a week from now, hundreds of people will have watched it, sometimes thousands. And so it's all good, but we'll just have a few tonight. That's fine. But, Aunt Sue's on here. We got Rebecca Ann Roberts. I can hear you. Must be on his end. We got it fixed. Patty Graham. Hello, Brother Les. Hello, Miss Patty. Tom Rusk. Hey, Mr. Gospel Man. Tom Rusk from South Carolina. My guest is from your state there. Mr. Tom Rusk. And I know for a fact you know Nicholas Wilke. So we're going to bring him on here in a second. But I need everybody to share what we're doing here on Facebook Live. Okay? All right. Now, with no further ado, shall we bring on our guest all the way from the great state of South Carolina? How about it for my friend, your friend, a great friend to Southern gospel music, talking about Nicholas Wilke. All right? There you go. Let me look at here, Nicholas, what I'm going to do right here. Take it. Gave you big applause there, Nicholas. How you doing, buddy?
I like it.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. You're kind of going in and out of your audio there. Let me hear. Tell the folks where you're from.
Yeah. I'm from Simpsonville, South Carolina. Born and raised here.
Okay. All right. So let's see. That is South Carolina is the Palmetto State.
It is.
Did you like the Palmetto State Quartet when they were singing?
I did.
I bet you did. How close do you live to where the original group was from Palmetto? How close did you live to them?
They were from Greenville or Spartanburg, right? One of the two.
I think it was Greenville.
Yeah, so that's 20 minutes away.
Okay.
20, 30 minutes away, depending on where you go.
Well, we've been working on this for about, I don't know, about a month or so, I guess. And you're my first ever super fan on my show. So you should feel good about that. First ever super fan.
Well, it's an honor. I appreciate it, buddy.
You are a monstrous fan of Southern gospel music. And we're going to talk about why and how that happened. And we're going to talk about some of your favorite groups and favorite songs and all that stuff. But let's go ahead and start with a song right now. You sent me 10, and I have chosen 5 of that 10. And the first one I'm going to play is Led Out of Bondage. Now, why did you send me that one? What do you like about that?
Well, Big Chief is one of my favorite bass singers of all time. And Big Chief just had a way of just his style and his rhythm that he had. And, buddy, let me tell you something. Whenever he wanted to, he could knock a low note out of the bottom, buddy.
He could.
Whenever he wanted to.
Yeah.
But he did. He didn't do it a whole lot, but he just had a rhythm. And this song showcases just his style and his rhythm. And it's just a great song too. The song's talking about God, how God promised that He would lead His children out in Egypt.
Yeah.
And so that's what this song talks about. And I just song, and it's good.
Did you know that this is Southern Gospel's first rap song?
It is. Well, yeah, one of the early ones.
Okay, I'm going to play this. I'm going to play it. And Nicholas, we're having very bad audio from you. It's all getting stuck and everything. It's very, very slow. So while I'm playing this song, if you can, I don't know that you can fix it or work on it. If you can, great. If not, we'll just keep plowing. But here we go. So we've got Let Out of Bondage, Big Chief, and the Statesman, live with Les.
God promised to lead His children out of bondage. He said He'd free them from Pharaoh's evil hand. He said He'd guide and protect them on the journey and lead them to the promised land. God's children were slaves in Egypt land, so God took Moses by the hands and Moses, hello, Pharaoh, set them free. But Moses wanted a way to get out, cause in his mind he began to doubt, said, Lord, old Pharaoh ain't gonna listen to me. Now the Lord said, son, throw down that rod. Old Moses did he cried to God, for it turned to a snake and wicked and evil as sin. Then he cried again with an awful wail, for the Lord said, seize him by the tail. Old Moses did, then it turned to a rod again. God promised to lead his children out of bondage. He said he'd free them from Pharaoh's evil hand. He said he'd guide and protect them on their journey and lead them to the promised land. The Lord said, Moses, I've got power and I'll be with you every hour. Said, go tell Pharaoh to set my children free. Well, Moses did, the Lord helped out. He sent the plague to the land of Mountain. Old Pharaoh told him to go and let him be. So they started out with a cloud by day and a fire by night, but to lead the way. And old Pharaoh suddenly decided to change his mind. So he gathered together his soldier band, got all the chariots throughout the land, said, now let them Israelites go some other time. God promised to lead his children out of bondage. He said he'd free them from Pharaoh's evil hand. He said he'd guide them and take them on their journey and lead them to the promised land. When they came to the bank of the ocean blue, they turned to Moses and said, what do we do? And old Moses fell to his knees there in the sand. The Lord said, Moses, trust in God. All you gotta do is just raise that rod, and over these mighty waters take him forward with your hand. Moses followed the Lord's command. The waters parted, and there in the sand they saw a path that led to the other shore. When the ground was dry, they passed on through. Pharaoh's army thought they would too, but the waters fell. They ain't never been seen no more. God promised to lead his children out of bondage. Oh, yeah. He said he'd free them from Pharaoh's evil hand. He said he'd guide and protect them on their journey and lead them to the promised land.
Big Chief and all the statesmen led out of bondage. All right. Now, Nicholas, why did you choose that? Well, you love bass singers. Now, what's up with that? Talk to me. Why do you love bass singing so much? Are you there, Nicholas? Audio's gone, buddy. Can you hear me? Your audio's gone, Nicholas.
I'm trying to fix it.
Yes, I
Can you hear
can.
me now?
Are you talking? There you go.
Good. But hey, I am talking, but the video and the picture on including your side is
Oh, wow.
bad.
Okay. Well,
like like there's crackles sometimes.
I've got really strong cell service here, and everything's clear as a bell. I think. Do you have low cell service where you are? Can you hear me?
There's one bar on my phone.
That's the problem right there.
Yeah,
that's the problem. One bar is the problem. Well, we're just going to have to keep plowing, Nicholas. You can hear me, or you cannot now.
I can hear you. It's not great audio. The video keeps.
Okay, let's keep plowing. So how come you love bass singers so much?
Well, one of the first that I remember hearing is David Hester, who Dove Brothers for several years, and who sang with the Anchormen as well, and he sang with the Stamps and a few other groups. But I remember hearing him with the Dove Brothers, or live with the Dove Brothers, at my church, and but he's one of the first bass singers, the first that I remember hearing, but I love Big Chief as well, and obviously, and I love George Johnson, I love Jeff Chapman, and Jeff's one of the early ones that I remember hearing as well. I heard Jeff and the Kingdom Heirs at Dollywood, for the first time in 2012 and around Christmas time then. And I got hooked on Southern gospel music then. That's how I got hooked on Southern gospel music. Really really hooked on Southern gospel music, just hearing them at Dollywood.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I've heard that story from many other folks. The Kingdom Heirs and Dollywood have been a big help to the growth of Southern gospel music. That's good. It's interesting. That's good, Nicholas. All right. So let's see. Next, I'm going to play Let the Lower Lights Be Burning. Tell the folks who's singing this and why you sent this one to me.
This is a song that another one of my all-time favorite bass singers, London Paris, did with the Senators Quartet in the early 80s, I believe it was. And he one reason I think I love London's bass singing so much is because he was a country style bass singer.
Yeah.
He didn't have a whole lot of rhythm or anything like that.
Yeah.
But he was just one of those country style bass singers. He sang in that Leroy Abernathy taught technique by singing in the mask, and he was just one of those country style bass singers. And also, he was low as a foghorn, and he had a lot of cut to his
voice. That's an understatement.
And this is notes. Yeah, so I just love it.
All right. Well, I'm going to play that one. London Paris is one of, from a singing standpoint, is one of my all-time favorite bass singers. The cut that he has, wow. There are very few people that sing bass that have the cut that London Paris had. I mean, he would just split you right down the middle of your face and leave you bleeding. I mean, it was that kind of a cut. It was like a razor. And one of the really cool things that he did was bass singers, when they do a bass slide, normally they'll do an entire octave slide, like a, that kind of a thing. Well, London almost never did that. Instead, he did a third slide. He'd go, instead of the whole octave. And it was different. It was really good. And so here we go. So London Paris with the Senators. Let the Lower Lights Be Burning. Nicholas Wilke, my guest here on Live with Les.
Our Father's mercies from the lighthouse evermore, but to us He gives the keeping of the lights along the shore. Let the lights be burning. Send the gleam across the way. Some poor failing, struggling seaman, you may rescue, you may stay. Oh, lamp, my brother, some poor sailor, tempest tossed, trying now to make the harbor. Now listen. In the darkness, He made hearts be burning. Send a gleam across the waves. Some struggling seaman, you may rescue, you may save.
Wow. London, Paris. Wow.
That's good stuff.
What a cut. Man, I mean, it's just like a missile coming through town when he goes to hit those low notes. London, Paris. The Senators, they were from Memphis, Tennessee. And of course, London really made most of his name, I guess, as the bass singer of the Blackwood Brothers after J.D. and Big John Hall, right? I believe. Yep, I think that's correct. Well, Nicholas, okay, so I know your part is you love bass singers, but go ahead and give me can you boil it down to your one? If you just had to choose one, who's your favorite bass singer? Just one.
George Jones.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
If you had to just boil it down to one, who's your all-time favorite lead singer?
That would be Jake Hess.
You broke up. Didn't hear you.
I said that would be Jake Hess.
Jake Hess. All right. Who's your all-time ever favorite barely a tone?
Mark Trammell.
If you said a name, I didn't hear it. We're having an awful time.
Mark Trammell.
Mark Trammell. Okay. Okay. And your all-time ever favorite tenor?
Favorite tenor is a little bit harder. Probably Rosie.
Rosie Roselle. Okay. You have good choices, Nicholas. Great choices, man. You know your Southern gospel music. That's for sure. Okay, let's go to, I tell you what I want the folks to do. Let me say hey to a few people. John Hamlin says, call me. I'll give you an interview, Les Butler. I know you will, Brother John, and I do need to do that someday, very soon, actually. Chad Jones, hey, Les. Hey, Chad, call me tomorrow, buddy. Pat and Tim Perry, hey, my friend Nicholas Wilke. Pat and Tim Perry says, hey to Nicholas. I heard cut and my ears perked up. Love you, my friend. And then my friends from down in Orlando, Mike Orem, says Mike Holcomb is his favorite bass singer. And Mike Orem, Mike Holcomb is forevermore some kind of bass singer, brother. I agree with that. Okay, so now I want to ask those who are watching right now to type in, who is your favorite bass singer, lead singer, baritone singer, and tenor singer? Type it in there because I just want to know who you think. Okay, so while you're doing that, and I'll read them here in a little bit, I'm going to go on to the next song. And so, Nicholas, I want you to tell everybody about "Have You Been Born Again?" Tim Riley. How come you sent that one to me?
Okay, well, I first saw the group that Tim Riley was with for many years, Gold City. I first saw them at Hollywood in 2013, in October of that year, and at the Harvest Festival at Dollywood. That's when I saw them for the first time. And Tim's one of my absolute favorite bass singers of all time. Tim's my top 3 favorite bass singers of all time for sure. And we talk about London having cut. Rod's the one. His cut was off the chain, buddy.
Yeah.
And, in this song, he has cut. And this song was recorded on a vinyl in the 80s. on a vinyl. It was recorded on a vinyl called Portrait, and that Gold City did. And so anyway, I just love Tim, and there it is right there. And but Tim Riley's just a good man as well. And I love Tim a lot. He's just a good man.
Well, I'm gonna play it. You ready to hear it?
Anyway,
Let's do it. Here's Tim Riley in Gold City. Have you been born again? It's a must if you're going to make it to heaven. Tell him, Tim.
It's not the way you comb your hair, or the kind of shoes you wear, or the color of the car you're driving in. It's not investments that you make, or the chances that you take. Question is, have you been born again? Did you go down, way down, in the valley of despair? Have you knelt down, way down, up on your knees in prayer? Did you lay down, way down, all your burdens and your sin? Did you go down, down, down? Are you way up on the mountain with him? New resolutions can be made, and all the groundwork can be laid for you to build your life on fantasy instead. But turning over a new leaf, that won't cover up the grief. You gotta get it in your heart, not in your head. Did you go down, way down, in the valley of despair? Have you knelt down, way down, up on your knees in prayer? Did you lay down, way down, all your burdens and your sin? Did you go down, down, down? Are you way up on the mountain with him? Did you go down, way down, in the valley of despair? Have you knelt down, way down, up on your knees in prayer? Did you lay down, way down, all your burdens and your sin? Did you go down, 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 way down? Question is, have you been born again?
Tim Riley, Gold City. Have you been born again? That's Nicholas. That's some fine bass singing right there from Brother Tim, don't you think?
I told you there was cut all the way through it.
Yep.
Verses and everything.
Yep.
Cut all the way through it.
Cut. That's a fact right there. Well, okay, so we've got people weighing in on favorites. Let's see what we've got here. We got,
Yep.
Okay, Mike Gorham says favorite bass singer, Mike Holcomb. John Hamlin says Chris Allman, my favorite tenor, GOAT. And John Hamlin says George John's favorite bass. Okay, yeah. Chad Jones, J.D. Sumner, and Kenny Henson. I don't really have a favorite of any others. They are all good. J.D., of course, bass singer. And Kenny Henson, lead singer. And Brent Joyner says James Big Chief Weatherington, Doy Ott, Jake Hess, Cheryl Nielsen. Something tells me that he's a Statesman fan. And then we got John Hamlin, Gerald Wolf, favorite lead. And then Tom Rusk says bass is Pat Barker. Lead is Arthur Rice. Baritone, Mark Trammell. Tenor is Brian Free. Tom Rusk, you have put together a mighty fine quartet, don't you think, Nicholas?
Sounds good to me.
Nicholas, let's talk favorite quartets. And we've talked about, the favorite positions within the quartet that you like. But if you had to boil it down to just one quartet, who is your favorite quartet?
My favorite quartet of all time is the Statesman.
I heard the favorite quartet of all time. Then you said the name and you bailed out. I don't know who that was.
My favorite quartet
Statesman.
is the
Okay.
Statesman.
All right. Now, the Statesman had different configurations. So your favorite ever configuration of the Statesman, give me the positions: lead, baritone, tenor, bass, and of course, Hoey was on the piano.
Of course, Hobie on the piano, and then Rosie Roselle singing tenor, Jake Hess singing lead, Doy Ott singing baritone, and Jake Hess.
Okay, I got Doy Ott and I got Chief, but I didn't hear lead and tenor.
Rosie Roselle singing tenor, and
Rosie and Jake.
Hess singing
Okay.
lead.
That for sure is my favorite configuration of the Statesman as well. So I'm in agreement with you there. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next one here. And the next song that I chose from the 10 that you sent me is one that I've played on one of my earlier Facebook Lives with Les. It features George Yance, the song that my dad used to play on an old Gibson J45, which I own to this day. And he would sing and play the Family Bible. Now tell me why you chose that one.
Well, like I said earlier, George Yance is my favorite bass singer of all time. And to me, he just had the prettiest bass voice of all time. And once again, going with the theme of cut. The man has some cuts.
I'm picking up on the fact that you like cuts. You like cuts from a bass singer.
Yeah, I do. But George Johnson was just one of those bass singers that had the whole package. He just had cut. He had great upper range, and he had awesome low notes. And from what I've heard, and you know this because you knew him, but from what I've heard, he was just a great man as well.
Yeah.
So
I knew him well, knew him for decades. And he's one of the greatest. Not only is he a great bass singer, George Johnson is one of the greatest singers in the history of Southern gospel music. Because for my 2 cents, he took an even better lead than bass, and his bass singing is arguably the greatest it's ever been. So that puts him, in my opinion, as probably the greatest overall singer in the history of Southern gospel music. So with that in mind, I'm going to play George singing the Family Bible. And then after that, I have a little surprise for you, Nicholas. I'm going to play a little portion of an interview that I did with George almost 40 years ago. And I'm going to play that at the end of the song and let you hear that as well, and let all the fans hear it. They've never heard it before. It's a piece that I own, and I'm going to plug it in there to the end of the song that George sings, which is the great song, Holy Bible. Good stuff. Live with Les and Nicholas Wilke. Here's George Yance, Holy Bible.
There's a family Bible on the table, and its pages are torn and hard to read. But this family Bible on the table will ever be my key to memory. At the end of day, when work was over, and when the evening meal was done, Dad would read to us from the family Bible, and we'd count our many blessings one by one. I can see us sitting round the table when from the family Bible Dad would read. I can hear my mother softly singing, Rock of ages, cleft for me. This whole world of ours is full of trouble, but this world would oh so better be if we had more Bibles on the table and Mother singing Rock of Ages cleft for me. I can see us sitting round the table when from the family Bible Dad would read. I can hear my mother softly sing, Rock of ages, cleft for me.
One of the best friends I've ever had in my life is the man I work with, Glenn Payne. Glenn is not only a friend, but Glenn is like family, and his family is like family to me. God has blessed our relationship 34 years. I've been walking on stage and carrying Glenn with me. No, the man is phenomenal. 71 years old, and Glenn is absolutely phenomenal. He really is. But he's well, Glenn is more than a friend. He's like family, you know.
Yeah. George Yantz interview that I did with him, I said 40 years ago. I've got so many different interviews. That one wasn't from 40 years ago. That was from about 25 years ago. And what about that, Nicholas? How was that? Was that a nice surprise there at the end of your family Bible there by George?
That was good. That was good. He talking about Glenn Payne, his partner. And hey, Brother Lesson, real quick.
Not hearing you, Nicholas. Not hearing you, buddy. I'm sorry.
That was
not hearing you.
For those of you that
so sorry, didn't hear a word you said, brother. I don't know. We just got an awful connection. I'm so sorry about that, Nicholas.
Do you hear me now?
I'll tell you what, we're going to do one more song, and I don't know that that we can hear you. I couldn't hear you at all there a minute ago. Getaway Jordan, I want to do that one, which is one of the 10 that you sent to me, and it's the Statesman Live. It's a live version. Every quartet, some point in time, has done Getaway Jordan. Of course, the Dove Brothers brought it back and made it just huge 20 years ago, and McCrae Dove just cutting a rug and carrying on and everything. But you sent me a Statesman Live version. If we can hear you, tell me about that Statesman Live version of Getaway Jordan. If we can't hear you, I'm just going to play the song.
Do you hear me now?
Can't hear you.
Do you hear me now?
Can't hear you, buddy. You're completely gone now. Let me play this. I'm going to play this right here. Statesman Live, Getaway Jordan.
Getaway.
Getaway. Getaway. Getaway Jordan. Get away. Get away Jordan. Across the Well, get away. Get away, Jordan. Get away, old trouble. Get away, old Jimmy Jordan. I want to cross over. You know I promised the Lord if He'd set me free. Yeah, so I go and sit and find what the end might be. Yeah, one day I was walking along. Yeah, so you know I heard the voice, but I saw the one. Oh, hey now, the voice I heard sounded oh so sweet. Yeah, so came down from the head to the toe of my feet. Oh, I said, get away, Jordan. Get away, get away, old Chili Jordan. I'm on the cross the line. Hey now, one of these mornings, and it won't be long. Yeah, so you gonna look for me, child, but I'll be gone. Yeah, just a few more rides and send of the sun. Yeah, so I did no battle before then my victory was. Yeah, hey now, the friends that I used to love so dear. Yeah, so and gone on to glory and left me here. Yeah,
when the feet get cold, I do shudder, body been chilled with a hand to there, the tongue glued to the roof of my mouth, and they're falling across the branch. Don't have to worry about the way I think. God Almighty done told me that He'd be right there. Lift me up on His wings of love. Carry the soldier to heaven to the back. Held the joy, keep wide, break home the light, see on the other side. Get away, get away, get away, get away, see my
The Statesman. Wow. I think they like it. The Statesman from Nicholas Wilke. A little crossing over that there Chili Jordan. And Nicholas is a huge quartet fan. As you could tell, he likes the old traditional stuff, and he loves him some bass singing. Because we have, let's see, we have focused on, let's see, Big Chief twice. We did Tim Riley. We did London, Paris. And who else am I missing here? We had, who else? Feel like I missed. We got two Hovies, Tim Riley, London. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but I don't guess I am. You've sent me some great music there, Nicholas. Thank you, man. I appreciate you doing that. That's good stuff. You're never supposed to ask anybody, especially a lady, and you're not a lady, but never ask a lady, but you're never supposed to ask anybody, but I want to ask you your age, because I'm just blown away by the fact that you love this old quartet music, and I'm certain the socks I have on are older than you. How old are you, Nicholas?
I'm 19 years old.
I heard the I'm, so you're back with us a little bit. Give me the age one more time.
I'm 19 years old.
Nicholas, 19? I feel like I've known you for at least 20 years.
19.
How can you be 19 and I've known you 20 years?
We've known each other for
We have.
3 years.
Oh, I love the fact that you're 19 and you love this old stuff. And Nicholas, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you, and I appreciate how much you love this kind of old gospel music, and it blesses me to see it bless a 19-year-old young man. And I appreciate you bringing this music to me and being on with me tonight. I wish we had better audio and video. I certainly apologize for that. But Nicholas, we're done, my brother. Have you enjoyed it?
I have enjoyed it. It's been fun. It sure has, and I appreciate you having me on.
Okay, Nicholas. Thank you, buddy. God bless you. I'm going to take you off the screen now. So everybody say bye, Nicholas. Bye, Nicholas. There you go. All right. So there we are. That was Nicholas Wilke from South Carolina, 19 years old. And he loves stuff like this. I love the fact that he loves that. Well, let's see who's on here with us here. We've been asking everybody about your favorite, because we were talking to Nicholas about that, favorite positions, vocal positions. And let's see, and favorite quartets, and make up your own all-star quartet. And we last left off with Tom Russ. So Patty Graham is next. Mike Holcomb, bass singer. Arthur Rice, lead. Mark Trammell, baritone. Johnny Perrick, tenor. Patty Graham, ma'am, you have yourself some kind of quartet right there. I would buy a ticket to go see those boys right there. John Hamlin, wow, Family Bible, Les Butler. Isn't that good? That was great. George Yance, just absolutely, whew, what a singer, is all I could say. Daryl Sheely, good evening. Good evening, Brother Daryl. Tom Rusk, wisdom beyond his years. Yeah, 19. Are you kidding me? Wow. Chad Jones saying bye, Nick. Bye, Nicholas. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it, and this has been some great traditional Southern gospel quartet music. Wow, going back to the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I think that's about as up to date as we got was the 80s with the Portrait album from Gold City. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And let me see what else we've got here. John Hamlin going pow, 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 right on target, Nicholas. Don't forget to go, just scroll down on my Facebook page a little bit and you'll see my sketch. Matter of fact, let me try to just find it here real quick. Let me try to find it for you just to help you out best I can. Let me see. We got that, and then we got this right here, and then we're going to do this right here, and then I'm going to do this right there, and then I'm going to do this, then I'm going to poke that, and then I'm going to put this down. All right, so let's see. For the Facebook Live with Les, the next shows. I'm trying to find the next shows. Hang tight. Here we go. I'm getting close. I just feel it coming on. I feel it coming on. All right, let's see. The next shows would be, I've got to amend this schedule a little bit, by the way. And I had the gal that works for me work on that. And hopefully she's got that done. Well, I can't find it now. Okay, so I've overshot the runway. But Thursday night was going to be a special show, but I got to leave for Virginia early, and so I cannot do Thursday night show. So Thursday night is off, just so you know. And then I'm trying to find the rest of this here. Let's see here. Well, your old brother Les is not finding it. So let me do this. Let me see if this will do anything. Hang tight, everybody. This is important stuff. You can't go to sleep tonight without knowing this. You'll be up all night. You'll be up all night. I'm just telling you, you'll be up all night. If you, here we go. No, that's April. Okay. Looks to me like you're just going to be up all night. She must have taken it down because I told her we needed to tweak and update the schedule for May, but she didn't put the new schedule up. So that's what you call a problem. That's all right. Okay, but we've got some great shows coming up for you in the month of May, and by tomorrow we'll have an updated schedule up on my Facebook page. So go to my Facebook page tomorrow, and you will get an updated calendar of what's going on. Okay. And if you are in Lynchburg, Virginia this Sunday morning, or in Danville, Virginia Sunday night, and you don't have a home church, please feel free to go to meet us. The Old Time Preachers Quartet will be singing. You can go to oldtimepreachersquartet.com and get the schedule of exactly the church and the start time and all that kind of stuff. I believe Brother Mike is preaching Sunday morning. I'm not 100% sure of that. But we are for sure singing. That's for sure. So we would love for you to come out if again you do not have a home church. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. Fret not. See there? Look at there, brother John. A musician with a shirt that says, fret not, Psalm 37:1. Fret not. Oh, I got this. I forgot where I got this. Believe it or not, I think I was at a bluegrass festival. And some guitar players, some Christian guitar players had this, says, fret not, Psalm 37:1. And no, we don't need to fret. Now, there's stuff all going on in the world today that could easily make you fret, but I know the man in charge of this world, and he's in charge, and he wants the best for us, his children, you and I. And so we're just going to leave all of the problems of the world in his hands. And we're going to sleep well at night knowing that he's got us taken care of and under control. And if the whole place just went up in flames tomorrow, we're going to heaven. We're going to be with him. And that's going to be forever, because he told us in John that he went to prepare a place for us. And he said he'd come again and get us. Why? Because he wants to be with us for eternity. The King of Kings, the Lord of all lords, wants to be with Les Butler and John Hamlin and Daryl Shealy and Chad Jones and Tom Rusk and Patty Graham and on forever. Whew. That's enough to make you shout the aisles right there. Isn't that wonderful? So, child of God, fret not. Have a great night. God bless you. We will see you down the road, Lord willing.